Hello everybody, my name is Jacob and thank you for tuning into Xsanity. Today we're going to be playing a game called Solitary, a free indie horror game that you can find on Game Jolt, link in the description. And I cannot explain to you, alright, it's quieting down now, it's fading out. I cannot explain to you how fucking loud this game is. I have fixed it on your end. So hopefully your ears aren't getting exploded. I don't know. I don't know if this game is going to throw me a curveball. I say I have it fixed. I literally only booted up the game to do a test. I've seen beyond this screen. I've seen the screen immediately beyond this one, but that is it, literally to do a sound test. And I've fixed it on your end, I hope. But if this game throws some sort of curveball at me that fucking explodes our collective ears, then I'm sorry. I am sorry about that. But this game is so fucking loud. As a matter of fact, I'm going to crank it down to 70 instead of 100. Because I play this for yourself. Be cautious if you're wearing headphones. I will tell you that right now. Do not play this without headphones if it's like very early in the morning. Like if it's like where it is. It's 2:30 in the morning here now. And my wife is trying to sleep. So thank fuck I have headphones. So if you're in that situation, do not play it without headphones. But if you are playing with headphones, crank it down to 50 and ease your way back up. Because this is probably the loudest fucking game I've played in a long time. That said, let's get into it. This is Solitary, created in 48 hours in Unity Engine by Tazaku, Theme, Light, and Shadows. Funnily enough, he actually forgot about this, so he spent probably around 24 hours on this in total. Those are some conflicting statements. I'm interested in this game. Let's just get into it. It's incredibly loud. I have it cranked down from 100 to 70 now. I normally play these at full volume. I have this cranked down to 70. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it is still incredibly fucking loud. But we're gonna do this. So I imagine if there are any jump scares, I'm gonna flip the fuck out because of how loud it's probably gonna be. So anyways, this is Solitary. Days in Space, 268. Left click to turn on lights. I'm left clicking. Days in Space, 268, baby. Got a little zoom in action. Alright, so that was a key, I guess, that I picked up. Ooh, the movement's a little disorienting, but that's okay. We can make do. We can deal. So there are a few things more terrifying to me personally than the cold, empty vacuum of space. Somebody's really going to town on these fucking drums. Somebody got an electronic drum set for Christmas and they really want to fucking try it out. Ooh. Yeah, see, here they fucking go. Got a whole fucking electronic ensemble here. So it's real dark in all of these hallways. Is there something down at the end of that one? What the fuck is that? Alright, that hallway's lit up, so I'm gonna go down that one. All these hallways are real dark, and this is... What is this fucking score? This is like... This is a horror game. This is in the Game Jolt horror section. But yet, here we are, fucking... jamming. Like, there's absolutely no goddamn tomorrow. I have no idea what this game is actually about. If anything. Why is my thing red now? Why does it turn red here? For what reason would it turn red? This isn't looping either. That's the other thing. This isn't fucking looping. This is just going. So why does it turn red? Is there even anything down in here? So I'm guessing when it said theme, lights, and sounds, that means this particular theme that is playing right now. So the reticle turns red in here, but I don't know why. I don't have any kind of inventory, I don't think. Tab's not doing anything, and neither is I. There's no kind of interface. There's no menu interface. Is it done? Is it going to start back up? Nope. It's complete silence now. And we're back. Alright, never mind. Alright, well, let's see what's down this hallway. Which is also... Ooh, it's very dark. Stay from dark areas. The entity will eventually kill you if you don't. What? Let's try it again, ladies and gentlemen. What entity? I haven't seen anything. Left click to turn on the lights. I left clicked. It's locked. Oh, I gotta pick up the key from upstairs, I guess. So all these doors are unlocked. So there's gotta be something that I can do down in that hallway. I'm left clicking, but I don't see or hear any lights turning on. So I'm just going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to assume that there's not actually anything, any kind of real threat. It's just that whoever I'm playing as has been confined alone, as the name would imply, the name of the game, Solitary, has been confined to this space station alone for 268 days and is losing their fucking minds. Alright, so, E is doing something. Don't know what. Alright, I don't know what any of that was about. This game's real confusing. I don't really know what's going on. Only that all of these rooms are real dark. I'm gonna head back upstairs and see if I can interact with that pressing E instead. I'm clicking, I'm hitting E. I don't see anything happening. That's still lit up. But none of these other areas are lit up yet. And I don't know how I would go about lighting them up. There's not a whole lot of instruction. In fact, there's not any. And I know maybe if I close the door first. Is there another key around here somewhere? See, if I come in here and I start hitting E when the reticle turns red, then some stuff happens. Like, see, the lights changed. And then they change to those. So they're alternating back and forth between those. So I had them there, and now I've got them there. So does that do anything for me, is the question. And see, if I'm in the dark over here, is the entity gonna come get me? Is there like a key hiding in here somewhere? So is that all I can do is oh, wait. Okay, I see. I get you. There's a puzzle. There's a puzzle to be had here. Okay. I was not aware that this is a puzzle. Alright, I've been doing this for like 10 minutes. I got all of them lit except for this one, and I don't really understand actually what the fuck I'm doing. So that's lit that up now. And then if I turn this one off, then that's turned off. But if I come in the center, that's lit that up. And then can I light this up? But that's turned that off now. Oh, but I can just turn that on? Oh, but that's shut that off now. Fuck me! What? This makes no goddamn sense! Okay. 15 minutes now. I keep getting to where I've got except the center and this one lit. I don't get this. And see, this is one of the things. It's doing a thing that I absolutely do not like, and I always get pushback on this. Hang on, I'm gonna fucking mute this really quick because I wanna talk about this. I get pushback on this a lot on this point. This is a sore point for me in games, in all games, and I get pushback on this all the fucking time, especially from Josh. Josh is the biggest, dare I say, dickhead whenever I bring this up. I cannot fucking stand when there is something in a game, when there is something that I just keep fucking failing at. I'm fine with failure. I know it doesn't seem that way right now, but I'm fine with failure. I'm fine with fucking something up. But it needs to feel like it's my fault. And because there is zero fucking direction, I didn't even know that was a puzzle for like the first like 10 minutes. The time frame is an exaggeration, but you get my point. I didn't even know that was a puzzle. I accidentally, I still don't know that that's a puzzle. I accidentally figured out that there were more lights on the floor, and now I assume it's a puzzle. And I've been at it for 15 minutes, and I don't understand it. I don't understand what it is, what it does, or what the direction is. I'm failing at it, but it doesn't feel like my fault, and that sucks. That's not... When I saw this game, it looked really cool. I wanted to play it. I want to like it still, but I can't fucking stand things like this. I can't stand being dicked around by a game, be it like an enemy in a game or a puzzle like this. I can't stand wasting my fucking time and not understanding what the problem is, and at no point does it feel like my fault, you know? Like, if I was looking at this and being like, okay, I see what I'm doing wrong, that'd be an entirely different story. But I don't, because there doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason. I've looked at this and I've been trying to figure it out, but it doesn't seem to make any sense. Like, at all. Alright, so we've got that on now, yeah. But if we hit this, then that lights up and that turns off. And if we hit this, maybe? Yeah. Oh. Is it all lit up now? Okay. I guess all I had to do was fucking complain about it. Alright, so I guess that's done. We see that it's all lit up. If nothing has changed, then I'm gonna call it quits. Because I spent way too long just trying to figure out whatever the fuck that was. That if there's no payoff, then I don't know what else to do. Okay. This area is lit up now. Alright. I'm all about designing your game your way. It's your game, you design it however you want. But some kind of direction, you know? Alright, so what do we got in here? Another key. I'm left-clicking to turn on the lights, but that doesn't seem to be doing anything. The reticle's not turning red, so I guess there's another thing in here. I might have been a little harsh, but part of the reason I think that, like, some people will just assume I'm being a dick when I'm not, is because I'm not super good at explaining exactly what it is that I mean. But, like, surely someone out there gets it, right? Like, it's no fun when you keep throwing, like, Dark Souls. When you keep fucking up at Dark Souls, it's usually your fault. You know why you fucked up. You know what happened. You know why you died. It's because, you haven't figured out the attack patterns, or you have, but you didn't dodge at the right time, or you didn't come prepared, or you didn't drink your Estus flask when you should have. Like, you know why you failed. And that's fine. That makes it bearable. But when there's absolutely... Is that a fucking thing? Or is that just... Okay, no, I think that's just another keypad. But when there's absolutely no direction whatsoever, which there can be games with no direction, and eventually, you figure things out. Like, PT, for example. That playable teaser for Silent Hills had, like, zero direction. There are games that I've played in the past week with no direction. But, I don't know. It's... If there's going to be any kind of failure state, if for, like, a puzzle or anything like that, then you have to find a way to make sure the player knows that if they fuck up, it's their fault, because that makes constant failure more bearable. Just in my opinion. Which I don't feel like that was present there. Because like I said, I didn't even know that was... Oh, son of a bitch. See, now... I know I'm being too critical. Deep down, I know I'm being too critical, but I would assume that you would think removing that the reticle turning red will be a logical escalation in difficulty of the puzzle. But since things seem to be acting not as I've been, led to understand them to act now. There are certain areas that I feel like I'm interacting with. Maybe that's the solution. I'm going to go back and check. Maybe I don't have to light the center one on this one. That was not the solution. Oh, fucking boy. Okay. Alright. I've got it figured out. I still don't fucking understand it. I gotta mute this again so I can talk. I went piece by piece. This is what I did. I went piece by piece, seeing from one to the next, meticulously seeing what activated when I hit what. And I couldn't fucking tell you. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I spent so much time on that. I have no earthly idea. I don't get it. I don't understand that puzzle at all. I studied that puzzle trying to figure it out for so long, and even now I still feel like I just brute forced it. I think that might have just unseated Takeshi's challenge for most unrewarding ending of all time. Okay. That was Solitary. Link in the description if you want to play it for yourself. That to the got nothing here. To the developer, I'm sorry if you think I'm being a dick. I'm sorry that I was so critical, but it looked really good. I'm always about giving credit where credit's due. The game looked really good. You had me at the beginning. Space is one of the most terrifying things to me. I would never ever go to space for any reason. So you already had me in an environment that I wasn't comfortable with. The choice of soundtrack, while it does fit a space station, it doesn't fit a horror game. And the only really horror element was at the end. At no point did I feel on edge. Is what I'm saying. So we spend the entire game not feeling on edge at all. I personally spent the entire game frustrated to fucking hell and back over those goddamn puzzles, which some of the blame might fall on me, but I am certainly not taking all of it. What it needed was maybe some kind of an audio feedback as opposed to strictly a visual one. Because something about only having visual feedback for the puzzles combined with just, and again, the soundtrack, the music was incredibly fucking loud. But combined with just that going on and on creates this weirdly disorienting feeling. So maybe some kind of like audio feedback for the puzzles would help them out a lot, would make them less frustrating, I think. Because stuff like that, it's usually just like a simple fix for stuff like that. It might not even be like the one that you thought of. Like, I honestly, I don't even think the puzzle really needs retooled. I just think it needs just the slightest bit more either feedback or information of what the player is supposed to be doing. Because like I said, until I accidentally, and plus it's left click to interact, but E to interact with the puzzles. So I was clicking away in that room, and until I accidentally hit E, that's when I found out that was a puzzle. So if I hadn't have accidentally hit E on the floor panel, I would have never progressed in this game. Because I would have never figured out what to do. Because there's no menu to tell me what the controls are, to tell me that I can even use E. I don't know. It needs work. It is not the worst thing I've played. But it's also not the best. It does need work. I see the potential for something really good. But this isn't it. But I do honestly think you can get there. So don't let how critical I'm being discourage you. I do think that there is potential for something great here. So keep working at it. Work on the atmosphere just a little bit. Work on player, feedback for the player just a little bit. Just minor tweaks, really. I know I'm making a big deal out of it, and I'm blowing things out of proportion. That's a little bit of that is performative, but really, when it comes down to brass tacks, it's just little minor things that need tweaked to make this something really cool. But yeah, so that's my 2 cents. Sorry if I sound like an asshole, but you know. Anyways, that was Solitary. Link in the description if you want to play it for yourself. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more stuff from us, please click subscribe to keep up with what we do. If you liked this video, click like to let me know that you did. And if you want to get notified whenever we upload, then please ring the notification bell because the uploads might be just a little bit infrequent. But again, thank all of you, and I will see each and every one of you in whatever video comes next. So, goodbye.